This recipe is given very country, very much so country, but that's okay. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, That Chocolate Vegan with me, Erin Wells, and you read that title correctly. Today we making good old vegan fish and spaghetti. Let's get started. So what had happened was my client made some fish and spaghetti and I got inspired to make my own fish and spaghetti because obviously I couldn't eat her. Y'all get it. Anyway, I already have a vegan recipe for fish on this channel, so we're gonna just run that on back with a few tweaks. And spaghetti is spaghetti. You already know how to make it, but we finna make it again. Alright, so let's get into it. Come on, let's go to the stove. For the meat of my spaghetti, I'm going to be using lentils for the first time. I know, right? Vegan and never use lentils in your spaghetti? Crazy. I'm also going to mix that with some baby Bella mushrooms. I'm going to go ahead and open this up and wash this off. Alright, let's add the mushrooms to the bowl. Now I'm going to take my meat masher and mash these up because remember, it's supposed to be ground beef. Come on now, y'all. Get with the program. Or for the super vegans, it's ground mushrooms, okay? That's good for me because it's going to cook down. I'm going to go ahead and drain our lentils and add them as well. Now we're going to add in some steak seasoning. I'm going to add in the rest of my grapeseed oil. Oh, which is not much at all. Good thing I got some avocado as backup, but that's about a teaspoon. It's a non-stick pan, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Y'all know this is not my preference, but I gotta use it up. It's in my fridge, okay? Gotta use it. So we're gonna use a little bit of this crushed garlic. I'm gonna use a lot because I have a lot more vegetables coming, so I really want to get in that flavor. Actually, 1 more tablespoon. Mix that in. All our peppers and onions are cut up. Let's add them to the pan. Alright y'all, I turned the stove down to low so the veggies could soften. So let's check it out. We are looking good. I was going to make my own sauce, but I just did not feel like using my blender today, y'all. I apologize for being lazy, but I did get some expensive sauce, okay? This was about $7, okay? 7 whole American dollars, and it had very fresh ingredients, just fresh tomatoes, fresh onions, garlic, white wine, basil, olive oil, salt, oregano, and black pepper. So I figured, hey, this is the closest store-bought I could come to making my own sauce. So let's get into it. Pour that in there, and y'all already know you gotta add a little water to get all that out because we paid 7 whole American dollars. So we're gonna add a little water to get all that out. This is my first time trying out the Simple Truth brand of shirataki noodles. Of course, you can use regular noodles for your spaghetti. This is just what I'm doing to try to cut down on some calories and carbs. Not a double package. Oh, that threw me off. Okay. So we got to drain the water in both of these. And these were not refrigerated. So I was like, oh, this is different. The refrigerated ones are cheaper, but they also contain soy. And these are soy free. These are made out of the same thing as the vegan shrimp, that konjac flour. So let me rinse these off and then we'll put them in the pan. So these are only supposed to boil for about 1 to 2 minutes and then we'll take it off. Alright, for our fish, we're going to be using eggplant. All I do is cut these down. So I cut off all the purple. So I mean, I guess you don't really have to wash this if you don't want to, but obviously you should because your clean hands are touching it. So we're going to cut all the sides off of the eggplant and then we're going to slice it up. So we're going to cut our eggplant into, I guess, fish slices, which I mean, it's already naturally in a fillet shape, which is crazy to me. Like, it's already, I know it looks like sliced eggplant right now, but you gotta think a fillet of fish. Okay, just work with me here. This one might actually be a little too thick, but we will see. And this is more like the size I want to get right here, the thickness. So boom, it's gonna continue slicing the eggplant down. I'm probably gonna stop right here though, y'all, because I know I can't eat all these pieces of fried fish today. So this is enough for me just for today's example. This one might be too thin once we salt it and fry it up. But again, we shall see. Sometimes it works out just fine as a crispy piece. Sometimes it's a piece of paper, okay? So yeah, I'm going to start right here because it's just me eating this. So I'm actually going to cut this. This one's way too thick. I know I can already feel it. I'm going to cut this little back piece down a little bit here. We're going to take some salt so we can get some of that moisture out of our eggplant. So we're going to salt both sides. And don't worry, yes, we are going to pat this dry after some of the moisture release. And you'll see the moisture release pretty quickly. Can y'all see that on camera? There we go. That water coming out on both sides. I'm gonna leave it for probably 1 more minute. I want a little bit more moisture to come out, and then we're gonna pat it dry. Y'all can see it's literally dripping water now. So boom, this is where you want it to be. And now we're gonna go ahead and pat these dry just to get them wet again, to be quite honest. We're really kind of getting all that extra salt out. Now honestly, you only need to marinate these for about 30 minutes to an hour, but y'all, I gotta go take my mom to a doctor's appointment, so I'm actually gonna be gone for about 1 or 2 hours. But then we'll be back. We'll just have some super marinated eggplant, okay? What are we making? Eggplant fish. Where do fish live? In the sea, okay? So we're gonna get some seaweed and put it in our marinade. That was so corny. That was so corny. We're back. Welcome back. I got my pan nice and hot. Go ahead and pour in some avocado oil. Am I proud to be using avocado oil? No. But I don't have any canola oil to fry with, which is usually what I fry with. Oh, this is $10 going into this pot. Oh my gosh, today. I'm going to try to put at least, this is going to be half the bottle. Glory. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, half the bottle. That's okay. That's all right. Half my bottle, but that's all right. So boom, while that heats up, let's go ahead and batter our eggplant. This should not take long. You do not have to use just egg, but I'm gonna do an experiment. I haven't used just egg in a while to do my fish, so I'm just gonna try an experiment today. And I'm also gonna use a new fish fry. Those who've been following me for a while, you know I'm a Zatarain's girl, but I don't want the same flavor every time. So we're gonna try this fish fry from scratch, a black-owned brand. This is gluten-free. And for extra crunch, I'm also going to use some panko breadcrumbs. Again, this is new for me. Just trying to try something different. Alright, so we're going to mix this kind of together. I'm going to do the first one without just egg, just to show you guys what I mean. So I try to scoop up some seaweed in here, and I allow some water to stay on here as well. We're going to skip the just egg and go straight into the batter, because it's still going to stick. The just egg is just a extra crunchy time, but it's still going to be crisp, y'all. Do not worry. See that? It's still sticking just fine to the eggplant. So do not worry if you don't have just egg. I'm just doing a experiment. I have sold this to customers without it, okay? See that? We in there. Let's come back over here. We're going to do the rest with the just egg. Still want to put some seaweed on there, just so you can get that sea taste in every piece. It's real ugly for it to get pretty, okay? All right. Now, I told y'all it's gonna be like a fish fillet. Y'all didn't believe me. Let's go to the stove. We're gonna start right there with just those two. We don't want to overcrowd the pan. This is how long it's been since I cut the camera. Now let's give it a flip. I'm used to deep frying these, y'all. I haven't pan fried in a while. Usually I get out my whole deep fryer. All right, same thing for this side. Let's go ahead and take it out and batter up the rest. All right, put that right on the rack here. Now for this one, I am gonna add some Old Bay to our dry mixture, just because I didn't. We're trying a new mix here. We don't know if it was seasoned the way we want to season it. Amen. So we're gonna add a little Old Bay to our dry mix here. We don't want to make it too salty, but I want it to be flavored, okay? I really don't think this just egg is necessary. I really think I'm wasting my just egg, but that's okay. We're here now. We are here now, because y'all saw that first one stuck just fine. Actually, last one, let's skip the just egg, just to see what a thicker piece will do. All right, to the stove it goes. I was finna use my real pretty plate, but we got to put it on. We got to put it on paper. We got to do. I had walked away from the stove for 30 seconds too long, so the second set is a little Cajun, just a little Cajun. We still gonna eat it. I'm just telling you, it's a little Cajun. That's all I was saying. It's a little Cajun. Yeah. Look at that sweat. That's that frying sweat. Here we go. Yeah. Shh, shh. Everybody be quiet. Shh, 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 shh. Oh, that's delicious. The burnt is even better. I ain't even gonna hold. I mean, the Cajun ain't bad at all. Y'all heard the crunch? Shh, you ain't hear the crunch? Let me turn the air off. Hold on so you can hear the crunch. I'm gonna turn the air off. I'm gonna sweat for you. All over the building. Shh. All over the building. Shh. 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 I feel hot. This is so good. Okay. I gotta go get the spaghetti. Wow. Wow, I think I'm gonna put a little cheese on top of this spaghetti just because I want to. And I got some in the refrigerator. This is Violife, by the way, okay? I'm gonna put a little cheese on there. Probably have to put a little sauce on top of that to melt it. But that's okay. That's alright. Want a little cheese on my spaghetti. Okay, bow bow. Alright. And then let's get a Cajun, another Cajun fish. We got a plate. Okay, we got a plate. I'm finna put hot sauce on my spaghetti and I'm finna put mustard on my fish. I don't know what y'all. No, we don't do tartar sauce. no, I don't do that. That's up north. That's up that. And honestly, I didn't even grow up eating fish and spaghetti. It's just something I had acquired and started doing because I saw other people doing it. We just had fish, bread. What was the sides? I don't remember. It might have just been fish and bread. But that boom, ooh, baby, what? Smile at it. Real noodles would have been better. I'm not gonna hold you, but we identify as skinny. Okay? Y'all, with the mustard, I got scared for a second. I said, this eggplant, right? I got scared for a second. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Oh my God, it's so good. So Aaron, do you like it better than Zatarain's? Yes and no. I'm not saying it's a bigger flavor. It's different. I've been cooking with Zatarain's for like 10 years. So imagine I'm tired of Zatarain's. So it's refreshing to me. It's better for me and my palate because I'm sick of the way I season my fish every single time. But Zatarain's ain't, listen, if you don't be making fish all the time or eggplant or whatever you want to say, ain't nothing wrong with those Zatarain's. I got a big tub I'm going to have to use, okay? But for me, I'm going to switch to scratch for when I'm personally cooking for me. Alright? I keep saying alright and not telling y'all bye. Bye. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Y'all, it's the next day. I'm doing some more fried eggplant, but this time with no just eggs. So just to show y'all, you really don't need just eggs, okay? You don't. Look at that. You don't.